Okay guys, so we are ready now for slide number 2. So I wanted to pull this picture in front of you because on the copy that you have it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to enlarge this just a bit. I wanted you to be able to see the remains of Mohenjo-Daro right here. Archaeologists have uncovered a lot of the walls of the city, and so this is what remains today of Mohenjo-Daro. This is a well that they had built in Mohenjo-Daro to get water. And if you watched one of the videos, you remember that one of the specific things to Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa was that they were able to make sun-dried bricks, but all those bricks that they made were the exact same size. So they evidently had some type of mold to make those bricks, because if you look here, they're pretty uniform, and so that was one of the skills that they had that was a little unlike some of the other civilizations we've studied. Alright, so I wanted you to be able to see those two pictures just a little bit more clearly because your copy is not that great. Alright, using the same process as we used before, we're going to answer the questions on slide 2 as I go through reading this passage with you. Alright, we have question 6 and question 7 that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different facts that you need to write down. Question 6 says, what race were the Aryans? And question 7 says, list 5 facts about the Aryan people. Alright, the Aryans were not a race or an ethnic group. Their language was part of the Indo-European language. Alright, so question 1 said, what race were they? Well, this one's kind of tricky because you're going to want to put Indo-European, but that's not correct. So if you look real closely or you listen real closely, you'll hear what that answer is. The Aryans were not a race or ethnic group. Their language was part of the Indo-European language. Okay, 5 facts about them. I'm going to read down through here and you're going to list 5 things that you hear me say about them. They raised cattle for meat, milk, and butter. They moved from place to place to find pasture and water for their livestock. They were expert horse riders. They were hunters. They were fierce warriors. And sometimes they were raiders because they raided villages in search of food. Now I think very easily you will be able to list 5 things about the Aryans on number 7. Now, while we're talking about the Aryans, I hope you remember what kind of architecture, well not architecture, but artistry, sculpture, that's what I'm trying to find there, what kind of sculpture this is. It's done on clay. They're kind of pushing their way, out of the clay. Anybody think you know? I'm hoping you said a relief sculpture, because if you did, you are correct. Alright, so this is a relief sculpture of the Aryans that was found by archaeologists, and you can see in this picture that you have to determine whether they are hunting or whether they are going to war, whether they are raiding a village. What gives it away? Which one do you really truly think it is? Are they really hunting an animal for food, or are they raiding a village? There might be a couple of things in that picture, in that relief sculpture that you see that might help you determine the answer. Alright, so when you have question number 6 and your 5 facts about the Aryan people for question number 7 listed, then you are ready to move on to slide number 3.